Starmer explodes in rage as his tricks stop working. In the heart of Westminster, where power struggles play out under the watchful gaze of the British media, a storm was brewing. Sir Keir Starmer, the leader of the Labour Party, was preparing for a critical moment in his political journey. But this time, it wasn't just the opposition he had to worry about. The royal family's undercurrents were weaving themselves into the fabric of political intrigue, creating a backdrop that was anything but ordinary. The tension began to escalate when whispers of a royal family crisis surfaced. Queen Elizabeth II, in her twilight years, was facing unprecedented challenges. With rumors swirling about her health and the internal rifts among her children, the monarchy seemed to be on shaky ground. As Starmer strategized his next move, he couldn't help but feel the weight of the nation's attention shifting. Could he capitalize on this turmoil to regain momentum for his party? As Starmer prepared for a live interview, he knew the stakes were high. Would he address the royal news, or would he sidestep it entirely? Viewers were on the edge of their seats, eager to see how he would navigate this delicate situation. The clock ticked down, and anticipation hung thick in the air. The interview began innocuously enough, with light questions about policy and party unity. But as the conversation turned to the royal family, Starmer's demeanor shifted. The host brought up the public's concern over the monarchy's stability, and Starmer, sensing an opportunity, leaned in. The royal family must reflect the values of modern Britain, he declared, his voice steady but authoritative. The room crackled with tension. Viewers could feel the shift. This was not just an interview, it was a potential turning point. But as Starmer continued, his confidence began to fray. The more he spoke, the more he seemed to sense the backlash brewing among party loyalists and royalists alike. Suddenly, a question from the audience pierced the air: "Are you using the royal family's troubles for political gain?" Starmer's face flushed. The question hung heavily, and for a moment, he faltered. Would he defend his position or lash out? In a moment that would become the talk of the town, Starmer exploded. "I am not here to exploit anyone's hardship," he shouted, his voice echoing off the studio walls. His anger was palpable, and viewers could see the desperation behind his eyes. The camera zoomed in, capturing every detail, the bead of sweat on his brow, the tightness of his jaw. But the moment was fleeting. Just as quickly as the rage had surfaced, it dissipated, leaving behind an awkward silence. The host tried to regain control, but the damage was done. Social media exploded with clips of the outburst, and soon, the public was divided. Was this a sign of a leader cracking under pressure, or a passionate defense of the monarchy? As the dust settled, the ramifications of Starmer's outburst began to unfold. Political analysts debated his future, while royal commentators speculated about the monarchy's next moves. Behind closed doors, Starmer's advisors were in a frenzy, scrambling to manage the fallout. Meanwhile, the royal family, seemingly unfazed, continued with their public engagements. But the question lingered: how would they respond to Starmer's comments? Would they distance themselves from the political fray, or would they use this moment to reinforce their relevance in contemporary society? Days turned into a week, and anticipation built as the public awaited a response from the palace. Speculation was rampant. Would the Queen address the nation? Would Prince William or Prince Harry weigh in? The media buzzed with theories, and each day brought a new twist in the narrative. Finally, the announcement came. The palace would hold a press conference to address the growing concerns about the royal family's image amid political chaos. As the date approached, viewers were left with burning questions. What would the royal family say? How would Starmer react? As the press conference day dawned, all eyes were glued to the screen. The royal family's message was clear: they would not be silenced by political turmoil. Their unity and commitment to the nation would shine through the clouds of controversy. But what did this mean for Starmer? As the camera panned to his reaction, a mix of determination and uncertainty flickered across his face. The game was far from over. The royal family had reasserted their place in the national discourse, but Starmer's journey was just beginning. Would he rise to the occasion, or would he be swept away by the tides of history? The stage is set for a political showdown unlike any other, and viewers are left hungry for the next chapter in this unfolding drama. What happens next? Only time will tell.